All right, Shalom, Shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, this is Tyler Yoff coming back once again. Taking the Kingdom 144. Okay. Real quick, nothing too deep, but just looking at the election that's going on right now. It's 8:20 at night, and to me, all right, it doesn't matter which way the election goes. All I know is the Lord's will, and we're getting ready to see the collapse move faster. All right, there's a couple of scriptures I'm gonna get, but this thing's pointing to that direction. All right, I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." All right, so the Israelites, they transgress in many different ways, and in ways that they don't know. All right, and one of the ways is through this voting. It was already set. A law was set that you're not supposed to set up nobody that's not your brethren over you. All right, in Deuteronomy it says that. All right, and that's what we see it happening. All right, but we're gonna read on, and it's been spoken on. We gave people counsel. We said millions and millions times. Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. All right, we then showed you the footage, the history, so on and so forth, man. And if there's a new person watching, type up GMS because they have the 100% truth. That's who I learned from. I learned from the elder apostles of Great Millstone and the elder bishops on down. Even the men in Boston camp. Okay, the elders here in Boston, which I am currently at. And it's undeniable. Okay, only way you can't get it is if the spirit is not dealing with you or you're an Edomite. Okay, but going on, these people add sin to sin. All right, when you have the men out there on the highways and byways telling you not to do this, come back to the Heavenly Father, repent wholeheartedly. Okay, and there's plenty of scriptures that I can just run down, but in the sake of time, I don't want to make this too long because it's not really something that should be lengthy. But when it's going into what I'm speaking of, and that's about these jakes turning their trust to this place, Egypt, aka Babylon the Great, Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, spiritually. All right. Verse 2, it says that walk to go down to Egypt and ask not at that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, right? To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Now, Egypt, okay, is a place that was called Mizraim, okay, and it was the house of bondage, okay, and that's what the word Egypt goes back to, bondage. All right, but this place has plans for the sheeple, all right, and that's Israelites included, and along with the other nations. All right, it's plans that's already drawn out. All right, and why would you trust your oppressor that's been kicking you on the ground for years upon years? Okay, All right, centuries at that. Okay, a couple of 100 centuries. All right. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. All right. So when you look up that word, let's read in the NLT. It says, but by trusting Pharaoh you will be humiliated, and by depending on him you will be disgraced. All right. So I say all that to say this: the things that's planned is concentration camps. Okay. Food shortages, draconian measures, okay, and I can prove that in the scriptures. Let me grab this, because also with that plan, right, and the proof is in the pudding. All right, you see those Palestinians getting chipped over there, right, where they reside at, in those open air concentration camps over there in the Middle East. All right, which we know that there is no such thing as Middle East. It's just, I believe it's east of Asia. All right. So with that happening, they're getting chipped over there right now. Right. And when I say, the disgrace and the depending on this guy, you'll be humiliated, because the WEF, they have this thing saying you'll be happy and have nothing, which that's according to taking away things from you, but not by force, just because you won't be able to afford it. All right, hyperinflation. All right, that's one thing that they have going as of right now. Okay, and there's nothing that nobody can say or do anything about, because it's based upon the economic system. All right, shortly put, let's get this, Revelations 13. Right, let's get that, because this is also what they got planned for you. Right, two horns. Let me see. Let's up here. Give me a second. This is Revelations 13:11. In the NLT it says, then I saw another beast come up out of the earth. He had two horns like those of a lamb, but he spoke with the voice of a dragon. All right, so that's how these people are ensnared. They're ensnared because why? They think that the lamb, which is these two parties, all right, they're in their favor. They're not in their favor. All right, and whichever horn you choose, right, it's on the same animal. All right, and we always say that the two feathers are attached to the same bird. All right, and with that being said, you got the plebeians and the patricians, which are the Democratic and Republic, but the plebeian patrician was down during the Roman rulership. Okay, and they brought Rome all back over again over here. This is Rome 2.0. All right, just and just. You have to do the history and understand why. But if you look at the Club of Rome and what they put down, all right, they revised the second leg, or the second head of the Roman Empire here in Babylon the Great, aka America. Okay, this is what exactly has happened. All right, and when you look at what's going on, all right, whether Kamala gets in there or DJ Trump, they're going to speak as a dragon, and that dragon goes into draconian. Let's see if it shows that. I haven't looked this up in a while. Salaki. Dracon, okay? And it says probably from an alternate form of Darkomia, okay? A dragon, a great serpent, a name for Satan, all right? So they're going to make moves as Satan, all right? And upon them doing so, all right, this is where the legislation of the chip, which that's the chapter that we in right now. This is where when you read Second Esdras, that no man shall travel anywhere, all right, just roughly paraphrasing. This is the plans that they have drawn up for this place, okay? So it's getting down to the nitty gritty, man, right? When you read Isaiah, the 10th chapter, let's go there real quick. And this is just, quick from off the top, Isaiah 10. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, right? So you see on the NLT side, it says unfair laws, all right? And that's what's drawn up, all right? What's that? The 1798 Alien Act, the DOD law. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. J. Helm 15, the Operation Garden Plot, Rex 84. All these things are going to be instituted. The guillotine law, okay, which is the no-hide law, all right? Donald Trump got that on the books. So if you put Trump in office, guess what? People that he feels that is a national security threat, or people that have shamed him in some type of way, right? Which when you have a king or a dictator in rulership, all right, they can do as they please, and this is what this devil was planning on doing, okay? So chant for either or, because Kamala Harris, being a woman and having emotions in her, okay, she's not gonna rule well. She's gonna rule based on emotions. Women say shit and do shit that they don't mean all the time, but in the end, they want you to pucker up and kiss them, okay? It doesn't matter if they fuck up or they didn't fuck up, but they don't have no accountability. And if a woman gets in rulership, hey, this place is going to be lawless, man. And it's proven by all these cities that's been ran by governor women and mayor women, just like Boston here. We got two broads in charge, man. Woo. And I forget the dyke chick name, but the dyke chick said if any medical emergencies happening, it's a lockdown automatically. Mask on. No going outside. Okay? So, hey, man, this place is going to get turned upside down, especially if a woman's president is in power. If she in power and then she put these other women that's in and these holding these official titles, governor, mayor, oh, man, this place is going to get effed up, man. And then you got the Ghetto Boy Network. They gonna get ruly, man. They gonna get wild and out of control, man. Okay, so it's going down, man. All right. When you read Second Esdras 15, I'm gonna read it in the NLT, the GNT. That's what I'm gonna do. Read that in the GNT real quick. Let's get that real quick. Because this is where this is going, man. This place is done. It's done for. There's nothing else left happening here. Let me get it. Second Esdras 15. I'll start at 15 and 15. It says the war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. Right, and we see that it's a war going on in Ukraine, over there in Israel, and about to be what's those places? Syria. What's that? Taiwan. It's various wars going on at one time. Okay, it says there will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. Okay, so if either or gets in the office, they're not going to accept the politician that's in place there. And what they're going to do is they're going to create strife, and this is what the elites want, man. They want this to go on. Why? Because they can't let any crisis go to waste, man. And they created the perfect one. All right. So in doing so, what we're about to see, this place get blown the fuck down, man. Okay. Two people can't be gathered together unless they be agreed. All right. And what we have is sedition among men. All right. There will no longer be free access to the cities, right? So either or get into office, this is what they're going to put in place. All right, that microchip is going to come into play. You won't be able to travel without said credentials on that micro software, okay? It says, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. All right? So in the cities, this is why they're going to create 15-minute cities, because this is going to be a prison house, whether people know it or not, but it's a prison house for you. All right? That's what it's going to be. So, I just wanted to bring this out real quick. You choose any side, and the side that you choose, it still isn't going to be for you. All right? Ultimately, it's going to be the end of their kingdom. It's going to go down the tube, okay? When all this stuff starts to happen, that's what it's going to bring. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.